those young players wouldn't give it up, right? Chad and Walter and Colin played real tough down there.
I mean, our second unit guys coming off the bench, Colin, Jamal, Grady, Jacoby, they did an outstanding job. It was great to see their energy and the force, how they played, how they competed. We were down 20, and it was about character. Are we gonna try to come back after a big, losing by 20, but also more importantly, like we were shooting like 20% start of the game, and we just kept believing and we kept competing, and that's what it's really what it matters. So our second unit, kudos to all of those guys. They did an outstanding job.
It's sort of the hallmark of young players to, be inconsistent, and, a lot of those guys who won you the game or helped you win tonight have had inconsistent years. What keeps you, hoping and believing in that group to give moments like tonight?
First of all, like those guys, they're built of special cloth. They're built of resiliency. They're really putting a lot of work. Doesn't matter like we win, we lose, we're up, we're down. Does not really matter what kind of mood we are. They're extremely professional. They're doing a really good job of preparing for each game, and they just keep going forward. I love how fearless they are. I love how together they play, and that's something that's very, very important for young players to learn early in their careers in NBA, that you gotta bring energy every single night is very, very important.
You held these guys to 12 points in the fourth quarter. Obviously, a great.
Not me, our team.
Your team. You had something to do with it, but obviously a great defensive effort in the fourth quarter and overtime last night as well. What are you seeing defensively towards the end of these games that maybe you're not seeing as much of earlier in the game?
And first of all, it's a long game, and what I see amazing hunger from this group that they want to win the game. They want to give it all they have, and we gave all we got tonight. We shot 23% from three-point line, 39% from the field, and we found a way to win the game. And on nights like this, when the shot is not falling, it has to be defense, And we were talking a lot about those guys, but also starters. Like they did a really good job there for the majority of the game on defensive end, just really, making it really hard on them and playing smart down the stretch.
What is Colin Murray-Boyle's knack on the offensive boards? He had 9 the other night, I think 7 tonight. What does he bring that he's able to generate those chances?
He's just like every time when he's around the rim, he has a great feel where to go. He's working really hard to position himself in a position where he can go and get those rebounds. And he's strong, he's athletic, he has a great desire to go get those. And, those 7 offensive boards, but also the 2 huge block shots that he had in the second half, like they set a tone for us.
Scotty's up to 83% now from the free throw line and 9 of 10 in clutch time. For a guy who was a solid but not great free throw shooter early in his career, how impressed have you been by his ability to step up and make those shots in those big moments?
Scotty's a winner, so whatever he's gonna take to help team to win the game, he's gonna do that. And obviously, yesterday he played heavy minutes. Tonight again, he played 37 minutes, but he gave it all. He's giving it every single night. That's why he's an all-star. That's why he's a winning player. That's why this guy deserves much more recognition than he's getting.
Why wasn't Quickly on the floor at the end of the game?
Because Jamal Shead was on the floor instead of him.